everyone, my name is Brandon, and today I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. I just still can't believe we're halfway through with 2017. That's just... wow. Without further ado, I guess let's just get started. Number 1! Best book you've read so far this year. Strange Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This book was just everything I wanted. Perfection to its core. Laini Taylor herself is just a fantastic writer. Her writing style is just so beautiful. It makes you actually really think and ponder on the words that she has written. One of the reasons why this book is one of my favorites so far this year is because of the story itself. I think it's just so original and so unique, and I've never read anything like it before. In short, it's just about a man who dreams of this lost city and a blue-skinned goddess, and he makes it his quest to go and find this lost city and his relation to this blue-skinned goddess. I also did a very quick non-spoiler review for this book, and I'll leave that link on the screen in case you guys want to check that out. Number 2 is best sequel you've read. For this one, I'm going to go with The Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. So here's the thing with this series. The first book came out, I thought it sounded really intriguing, but at the same time really complicated, so that really put me off reading this whole series overall until the third book came out this year. So this year, I eventually read the first book, and it completely took me by surprise. I liked it and enjoyed it so much that I went on to read the second one. This completely blew me away. Let me just say that there's a terrible, brutal cliffhanger in this. I applaud everyone who read this book and waited a year for the third book to come out, because boy, I would have died. I hate cliffhangers so much. Number 3, new release you want to read, but you haven't yet. For this one, I'm going to go with Always and Forever by Lara Jean. Always and Forever, Lara Jean by Jenny Han, not by Lara Jean. So I'm pretty sure I can speak for everyone when I was very surprised and very curious as when Jenny Han announced that she would be writing a third book to the series To All the Boys I Loved Before, which was supposed to be a duology. So I was thinking this could go wrong in so many ways. It'd be very unnecessary to have a third book. It could be very bad. But so far I've heard really positive things about this last and third book, so I'm really excited to dive into it. And I don't even remember what happened in the second one. So that's great, but I guess I'm excited to read this last book. 4 is the most anticipated release of the second half of the year. So as you can already see, All the Cricket Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. If you didn't know, I am Maggie Stiefvater trash, and I am so thankful I got very beautiful art at Book Expo this year in New York. Honestly, I don't even know what this book is about, and all I know that it takes place in Colorado with old magic. I am definitely super excited to read this book. Number 5 is Biggest Disappointment. Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. I had such high hopes and expectations going into this book. Biggest mistake ever. Everyone has been saying that this book is sort of like a retelling, like a mashup of Mulan and 47 Ronin. Did I get any of that? Not really, no. If anything, there are like 2, maybe not even 2. There was like literally one element from Mulan. The main character is literally disguising herself as a boy. That's it. Another problem I had going to this book was the writing style. I thought it was written in such a way that was less mature than most YA fantasy novels. And because it was just written less mature in that sense, the characters were just so bland and two-dimensional, and I could not relate. And the main character especially annoyed me. She would always say how she was smart, how she could do this, how she was such a badass and all that. But I guess, you know, it's just a way of keeping her sane, because literally does the exact opposite of what she says or thinks. It drove me insane. She would say something else and then do the exact opposite thing, like something stupid, and I would be like, girl, why? And it's just really funny because some of the writing parts in the book, there will be a sentence with an exclamation point. Oh no, she's been kidnapped by the Black Clan! It was just very cheesy and lame. It was just such a disappointing read for me, and the reveal itself, everything was just not... it was just anticlimactic. I didn't like it. Flame in the Mist. Probably one of the biggest disappointments I've read this far. Number 6. Biggest surprise. One of the most surprising books that I've read so far this year is A Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I absolutely love psychological thrillers. And this book was just so surprisingly good that I was just speechless when I finished. This book is about a man and a woman who meet at an airport bar, and over some drinks they play like this game where they reveal secrets about each other. And the man reveals a secret that he wants to kill his wife. You know, just fun because he's drunk and all that. And the woman just calmly replies, "How can I help?" So over the course of this book, it's just literally a game of cat and mouse when a detective is hot on their tails in a game of which only one of them can survive. Trust me when I say that there is so much more to the story than what I described, because this book has literally so many twists and turns you will never see coming. Number 7. Favorite new author. To no surprise, it would be Nora Sakavic author of the Foxhole Courts. Let me just say that this series has changed my life. Again, I am magazine writer trash, and all-time favorite series of mine is The Raven Cycle. People have said if you have liked that series, then you would definitely love the Foxhole Court series. I was very skeptical, and I was very, at the same time, very curious, but skeptical, and I was like, how can I love this series? I've heard that it has no magic in this series at all. There's something very similar between the two books. It's the cast of characters. They're just so heavily layered that when you peel back those layers, you finally see them for who they are, you just fall in love with them even more. It takes place in the real world. It has a different twist where it deals with crime lords, mafia bosses, serial killers. All the characters in here, you just feel for them. And they're all precious cinnamon rolls. Highly recommend if you guys really like the Raven Cycle series. Foxhole Court, man. Change your life for better. The next question is a book that made you cry. I honestly can't answer this question because I'm pretty sure I've never cried reading a book. I guess I'll just go on with the next one, which is a book that makes you happy. Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. This book took me by surprise, and I absolutely loved it, mainly because that I could relate to it so much. This book takes place in California with a redwood forest, the beach, trees, surfing. This book has a lot of pop culture reference and film references to a lot of movies. It was really great to see all those references to all these different movies that I have watched. This book is like a sort of like a retelling of You Got Mail with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. And if you guys like want summer read, I think this would be a perfect book for it. So the next question asks, what is your favorite book to movie adaptation this year? I can't think of one because I honestly haven't either watched or have found any favorite book to movie adaptation this year. But if I had to choose an anticipated one, it would be Stephen King's It. I am so excited for this movie. Honestly, the trailer looks terrifying. Stephen King, he has watched this movie and he has backed it up and said that this movie is great. You know it's gonna be good. I'm just so excited for it. It comes out in September. You can bet that I will be in theaters watching it, and I love horror movies, so there's that. Next question is favorite video you've done so far this year. I don't know what I'm doing. This year, it would probably be my BEA vlog, mainly because it was just so easy to edit. I would consider the whole vlog and montage to just be very raw. Real sound, conversations, people talking, laughing, and just no music at all. It was really fun to just really film. The next question asks, what most beautiful book you've bought so far this year? I'm gonna pick two. The first one is The Trees by Ali Shaw. I picked up this book is because it's magical realism, and I love magical realism. And this book takes place in the real world. About a man who wakes up one day to an overnight sensation, some mystery, where some mysterious trees have basically exploded from the ground to their full heights all over the world. In homes, buildings, everywhere, sidewalks, streets, and no one knows why. He goes on this mission to find his ex-wife with a group of people. Through this journey, as they go through all these mysterious grown trees, they encounter some mysterious creatures. Definitely intrigued and very hooked. Take a moment to just appreciate this cover because it's just so aesthetic, and I just really love the way how it was designed. The second book would be Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. I haven't heard a lot about this book, but from what I have heard and seen so far, a lot of my friends have actually really liked this book, and they said it was really good. I saw this at my local used bookstore, and I believe this is a UK edition. And I'm just really digging like the black and whites and the pink font and everything. I don't know too much about this other than that it takes place over a long period of time with a different array of characters after some strange disease sweeps over the world and kills a lot of people. It definitely sounds very interesting, and Erin Morgenstern, the author of Night Circus, has blurbed this book and said absolutely extraordinary. So that is one of the main reasons why I got it as well. Last but not least, what are the books you need to read by the end of this year? Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, the Mortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare. It's a struggle, but hopefully I'll get there one day. And that is a wrap on the mid-year book out freakout tag. I also want to take a moment to just thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. I'm honestly just so thankful and surprised that 10,000 of you guys like my videos and just put up with this. So thanks. So all my social media links, Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, all links are down below in case you guys want to check that out. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys all soon with a new video. Goodbye.